Hi guys, this is Kimmy Yanks and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today in the second part of my unboxing, I am actually going to be unboxing a very special piece of F1 memorabilia that I have been waiting to get my hands on for the past 2 years. Yes, for the past 2 years. In fact, the original plan was to go to a race and then pick it up there, but unfortunately the world got hit by the pandemic, and here I have this piece of memorabilia with me. What it is going to be, well, I'm not going to say anything. Let me just bring the box up first. It actually looks like a treasure chest. Oh, there you go. This nice big piece of equipment. Before I say anything, before I actually proceed, I'm actually going to be changing the camera angle so that you guys have a much higher view of what I'm going to unbox. And yeah, let's dive right in. Right. One. Okay. Let me get the small piece of equipment out of the way. There you go. Something inside this mystery cloth, or actually this mystery sleeve, and this is a base plate which I'm going to put away as well. Okay, so what is this really? Let me give you guys a closer look. So this is actually the 2018 SF71H 1:1 steering wheel of Kimi Raikkonen from his final year in Ferrari. Fully FIA certified racing wheel. The design of the buttons and the layout is exactly as it was for the race on the 25th of March 2018 in Australia. Well, if I were to compare the actual steering wheel, the real deal, to the Thrustmaster Ferrari SF1000 wheel that I was unboxing in my previous video, well, this is how they compare. Obviously there is a difference in size, but side by side they look elegant in their own right. Of course, this wheel by itself looks brilliant, and if I hadn't had put my hands on this beauty, I would have been really happy with this. But now when I've actually held the real deal, it's a lot lighter because of the pure carbon fiber construction that runs across the entire wheel. Also, it has a much better tactile feedback from its buttons. They sound more accurate. And yeah, then of course this wheel goes into an F1 car, so obviously it's going to be nice and slick and have the best material of construction that would be available on offer. Right, so in the start of this unboxing video, I had put this envelope aside, which basically houses a letter, a certificate of authenticity for this wheel, and it reads as: this handmade amalgam collection replica of the Scuderia Ferrari SF71H steering wheel is one of a strictly limited edition of 250 pieces, and this is edition number 66 of 250. Obviously I'll be framing this at a later time to keep this safe. A great memory of Raikkonen's final year at Ferrari, where he won a race in COTA, the USGP in Austin, and this is the base plate for the wheel, which basically has this these these words, as raced at the Australian Grand Prix 25th of March 2018, edition number 66 of 250. And this is how it is housed on the base plate, with this beautiful looking acrylic, sorry, with this beautiful looking acrylic display case that comes there. Let me have a look whether you guys have the, oh yes, there you go. So this is the actual beauty of a steering wheel. So this is a closer shot of the SF71H wheel. Oh, you can see the kind of fingerprint impressions I've made on the wheel base. Let me just wipe these away, and there you go. Now it's quite clean. Anyways, so this is basically the pit assist button. You have the neutral here. You've got a radio button when you actually need to communicate with the pit wall. This is a button that I'm not aware of. You've got two rotary dials. You've got the mid settings here. You've got brake balance on this side, wherein you can move the brake balance forward or rearwards. You've got these two buttons here. You've got an OK or pit confirm button when the team asks you to confirm whether you're ready to come into the pits. This is of course your dash with your rev indicator or the gear shift indicator. You've got your diff settings here on the left. Some more buttons on this side, and then here you've got the famous drinks button of Kimi Raikkonen's. Well, that was from the Hungarian Grand Prix. Kimi, you will not have the drink. No, is the drink button, is it emptying the bottle or not? So yeah, that was the radio communication. In fact, interestingly, if you look at the Thrustmaster SF1000 wheel, even this has a drinks button, but then of course the layout of that button is different from what you see on the SF71H wheel, because this, I'm guessing, is designed as per the convenience of Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. So every driver has his own layout, and he actually has his own customization. Depending on the driver, you can actually have a different layout of buttons as well. These are actually of fail-safe settings, so you guys must have heard many times during radio communications, if in case an error pops up on the dash, they guide the driver, the pit wall guides the driver through certain settings changes that bring about a mitigation of the error or the total elimination of it. Here you've got two more buttons. Here you've got the different engine modes on offer, or the strats as we hear from Mercedes. Here I'm guessing these are different grip levels. I don't know, I might be wrong. This is the race mode that you're normally on when you're into the pits or when you're coming into the box. You've got here. Then here you've got the quali mode, which is right here. You've got this safety car mode, and then when the safety car comes in, you also have a mode charge. You must have heard this during the Ferrari radio communications, and mode charge. That's how they say it. And here you've got one more rotary dial, which basically has settings for switching over to a wet setup in the case of rain. And yeah, I mean there are a plethora of settings that a driver goes through while driving. You've got diff settings, you've got brake balance, you've got engine modes, you've got you've got different grip levels, you've got different setups on offer depending on the weather conditions. It's quite an exhaustive steering wheel to operate when you're going at 350 kilometers per hour down a straight or even through fast flowing corners, and it's no mean feat for F1 drivers to take care of this. However, considering the size of this wheel, it is very nice to hold. Doesn't seem too thin, but at the same time gives you a meaty feel to it. On the back you actually have the steering connector, wherein the driver presses this and the steering wheel pops out, very much like how you would have seen in the F1 races. When a driver needs to jump out of his car due to a failure, they remove the steering wheel first, jump out, then put the steering wheel back in, as is the FIA standard. On the back face, well, you do have two more buttons. I'm guessing one of this might be for DRS deployment or ERS deployment on either side of the steering arms. You've got these two toggle switches here. You've got the FIA standard at the back. This is, oh, I love the click. Your paddle shifters, the downshift and the upshift on either side, and here you've got your clutch. So you hold the clutch and then upshift, and then you go racing against the others. So this is how beautiful this wheel looks. And I must say, Thrustmaster has done a good job in giving you a good replica of the actual wheel. Of course, this is the SF1000. I'm guessing it might have lesser dials compared to the one that we had in the 2018 edition, the SF71H. With this wheel unboxed, I need to find this poor little thing a place in this display cabinet, and as you guys can see, currently it's packed to the rafters with a couple of mini champs models, a couple of Spark models, Spark here again, you've got mini champs there, you've got Auto Art at the back, you've got a Lamborghini Urus, and a couple of Norevs and Buragos. So yeah, this display cabinet is full. I would need to rearrange a few things here, and hopefully I can make place for the star. This brings me to the end of the unboxing of the Scuderia Ferrari SF71H steering wheel as raced at the 2018 Australian Grand Prix, customized and laid out as per Kimi Raikkonen's requirements. I am so blessed to own this limited piece of F1 memorabilia, and apologies if I made any mistakes while explaining the layout of the wheel or what the buttons stand for. If you guys do have a better idea of what these buttons are and what they signify or what their functions are, please do leave your comments in the comment section below. I'm also going to leave my other social media handles in the description, so if you guys want to connect with me on other social media channels like Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, please feel free to do so. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. This is Kimi Yanks signing off. Take care guys, stay safe, and God bless you all.